Hi, I'm Nikota, and this is Boots to the Ground number 8. And what I'm going to be actually talking about is energies, a continuation from number 7 a little bit more. But I'm going to actually sort of like do a couple of sort of drawings in a sense, and sort of like get you to sort of like be more a little bit aware about our energies can be interfered with and by what they're interfered with, because there's not just one aspect here. Okay, you need to go onto my website and look at the parasites blog. You do, but there's many more, because at the moment some people are you know, not just now but in general, it's been going on for years of time. The fact is, as above, so below. You've got a higher realm, you've got a lower realm, and the lower realms, in a sense, that's what's sort of playing out at the moment, to restrict you, to dumb you down, to numb you down, to in a sense, also to do with mental well-being when your energies are being interfered with, which can, in all fairness, which you have got therapists out there that actually can transmute these energies, neutralize them, harmonize them, I would say. Okay, release and send them to whatever evolution they want to go to. It's their free will, free choice, free will and free choices for all. It is. And what I'm going to actually say, it's not about what is happening to you right now. Okay, what is the most important thing is when you recognize something is not right, it's what you can do about it now is the main thing. Okay, there is help out there, but you have to be really sort of like mindful of who you allow to work with your energies. Okay, if they're doing that, in a sense, they're clearing and their own stuff, they're working on their own energies, in a sense, they're coming from divinity, then brilliant, you've landed on your feet as far as I'm concerned. Okay, because you've got positive, you've got negative, and this right now, some will agree with what I'm about to put out there, some will understand, some will resonate, some will not be ready, but a little bit further down the line they will be ready. Okay, this is also more so as well for alternative therapists as well, because a lot are not realizing and doing the work and clearing themselves and cleaning their energies and understanding about knowing thyself. Okay, and this is a very how can I say it, important awareness that's really coming out to play. It is because right now, in the fields, I want to say, the veils are thin, very thin. And what I mean by that is a lot of our helpers, our team, spiritual team helpers, are really, you know, in a sense, they're helping us on our journey to help and assist and support humanity and Mother Earth. Okay, this is big. This is really, really big. It's very, very deep. It's very truthful. It is very honest. Okay, I've had many experiences. I've witnessed many experiences. Okay, when, you know, in a sense, in religions, you've got with the Catholic Church, just as an example. Okay, you've got priests there that can go and clear people that have got what I call attachments possessed, and it's true. It's very, very true, it is. And the fact is, because right now, what's coming out to be made more aware of, okay, because there's been so much going on out there, this is really about really each individual person, when they're ready and they're awakening up and they're taking the glasses off and seeing reality as it really is, you know, that there's many, many things that you can do to assist and support yourself and go to others to assist and support you at the same time. You can. This is vast, this is big, and it's very, very authentic. It is, and it's very, very real. Okay, you've got movies out there that sort of like give you a little bit of a heads up, and it is very, 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 very real. It is. But first of all, what I am going to do is I'm going to do my Tibetan bowl. I am, and Right now, what I'm going to actually say to you, okay, is because so much has been hidden, okay, each individual person that comes on our path, okay, well, there will be a reason. There will, and that is the truth of it. Some come on our path that are very loving, even in our families are very loving. I mean, this is right across the board, it is. And what I'm about to explain, um, you know, the more aware you are, okay, literally, as we're coming in onto the earth plane, okay, we have been tricked. But this is going back eons and eons, going back to way back, okay. In a sense, when it was all, when we, in a sense, had to go through experience and made choices. Some were wise, some were not. They were. And the fact is, right now, what's actually occurring over the whole planet is a massive revealing. It's like taking plaster off a root problem. It's coming out to play. It is big time, where it's in your face. It is, but it's everybody's got the tools and the ability to deal with stuff anyway. And this is about really universal school. It is, and it's bringing heaven to earth, and heaven to earth is within you. It is, but I'm just going to get sort of like go on the level of, in a sense, like as above. Okay, that's where this example wise. Okay, as above, in a sense, is where you've got all the positive. As below is where you've got the negative. So you've got the lower world, you've got higher world, you've got lower world, and you've got sort of like balance, I want to say. Okay, parallel, linear, whatever you want to call it. Okay, but on the lower aspect, okay, you have many what I'm going to, I mean, these are just words, but they are energies. Okay, you've got how do I say it? I call them naughty naughties, okay? And that is the truth of it, okay? I just call them naughty naughties. And I've come across it, throughout my life. I have, where I've seen things and witnessed things. And, at the end of the day, with my team, I've gone in and had to, rebalance and clear homes and people. I basically for them to, in a sense, the divine light to come in more, and that's it. Bottom line, okay. Um, the different levels, okay. I'm just gonna say this, okay. The different levels of interference energy forms, okay, because they are forms, okay. You've got disconnect energies in subtle bodies, you've got independence, you've got disconnect energies in possession. That means when somebody's, in a sense, somebody's been hijacked, I want to say. Okay, where they're acting out of character, where they can be, for instance, if they take something, for instance, if they take drugs, that means their energy has been hijacked because an entity will jump in. Okay. You've got different forms of energy, entities you have. You've got disconnects from other, what you call it, incarnations, which you have. Okay, you've got dark energy, dark forces, dark networks. You've got demonic, you've got satanic. Okay, you've got hijackers, but they just literally come along to interfere with your energy. They do. You've got a lower world organisms. You've got leeches that grab onto your energy and suck your energy. You've got energy parasites. You've got unknown source of origins as well. Okay, that's much more deeper. But you've got implants as well. Now implants, in a sense, you've got many different forms of implants. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of like show you, in a sense. Let's put me on that now. Yeah. That's your energy. Okay. Now, at the end of the day, you've got different levels, okay, going out of your energy field, okay? And the fact is, when you get into trauma, when you get into shock, when you get into fear, okay, the different types, you've got vast amounts of fears, okay? You get holes, you get tones. What was it? You get holes, you get tones, and it shatters your field in the sense your auric field, it will. And this is where you'll get lower energies coming in, okay, that will attach to your energy, okay, and sort of like the best way I can say it's like it will suck on your energy, okay, where you get fatigued, you get tired, you get lethargic, and your energy just literally boom, okay, goes down, okay. This is where you get other ailments that come in. You can get like anxiety, you can get depression, right across the board. This is very vast, okay, and very, very true, okay. And the fact is, this is about each individual person getting to know thyself, understand who you are, and literally harmonize your energy or neutralize your energy, okay, where your shield is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. That, you know, the more light and more vibrant that you are, your energy is more raised, the less possibility they've got to, you know, literally get in there, okay. And it gets to a level where you're so vibrational, expanded, that they can't penetrate, okay. They cannot penetrate, they can't, because the more that you've got your I am presence within your physical, the more expansion out, the more light that you are. I want to say, these are just words. It's like your energy is just expanding, and you're actually radiating from your heart chakra, okay, and all your chakra points are in tune, in a sense, and you're just really was it flowing is I want to say, but you're vibrant, you are. And the fact is, each is an experience that you're meant, in a sense, you are meant to sort of experience, and that's the truth of it, because if you don't experience things, you're not going to know about them, you're not. And at the end of the day, once you experience it, then you will recognize it with other people. You will immediately. And obviously, you will be at that point where you'll know what to do and how to be of assistance. Okay, and that person, obviously, when they come on their path, will be ready, okay, to release it, because this is about having an absolute massive cleanup, okay. It's a cleanup, full stop, it is. And it's about the truth, and it's about the truth coming down to truth. Many people, in all fairness, like, if you, okay, one of the ways, okay, is right, if you overindulging things, and this is right across the board, this, you know, they don't just work in one way, like, say, for instance, alcohol, drugs, okay, they work in many different forms, okay, to sort of like attach themselves to you, but especially if your energy field has been sort of like how can I say, your magnetic field is down, in a sense, okay. That means that you're not working on all cylinders. It's like your energy is not really flowing, and this is when you tend to get illnesses as well, okay. You tend to get diseases and stuff, because the truth of it all is, it's about really harmonizing, okay, harmonizing your reconnecting within, okay. It's reconnecting within, okay. It's getting to know thyself, trusting what you're sensing, what you're seeing, what you're feeling, okay. You really are back at universal school, you are, okay. And it's about being the divine light, and you're just literally being at one with yourself, and it's just pure love, pure sovereignty love from the highest realms, and it's flowing down it within, and you're just expanding out. It is okay. It's kindness. It's the opposite of all the negatives, I want to say. It's really, you know, being joyful, being uplifted, being happy, but also enjoying life to you know, where you're connected with Mother Earth, okay, where you're connected with all of the elements in a sense, and you really are just really assisting and supporting Mother Earth, you are, but you're assisting and supporting each individual person, okay, and you're just doing it from pure divine love, and it is pure, it is. And this is a process, and it is a process, it is, because we have to experience so much to be aware of what really is occurring, okay, because so much has been hidden from humanity, okay, for whatever reason, okay. It's not important. What's important is you wake up. And when I mean you wake up, it's like you've been asleep, okay? In a sense, it's like forgetfulness as we've come in, we've forgot, we have, or been cut off from a divinity, whatever you want to call it, okay? But it's about really, in a sense, symbolically, I want to say, like climbing back up Jacob's ladder step by step. And remembrance, okay, and remembrance, you know, where we originate from, and this is so big, it is, but it's really about being truly aware of how we've got the tools and the gifts within to, if you want to call it, protection, but to evolve in such a way that you are absolutely, literally, pure, vibrating, okay, that you are, you know, in a sense, sharing, you are, but also engaging in pure love, you are. And it's getting to know thyself in so many different ways, but collating it all into one aspect. It's like you're just literally flowing. You are actually flowing, but you're enjoying the experience of being on planet Earth, on the realm. You are. And this is about understanding the nitty gritty bit, in a sense, like all your chakra points, how they work, how you're connected to the sun, okay, how you're connected to the cosmos, okay. It really is quite, you know, an inspiring journey in one aspect, but a very challenging journey in another aspect. And it's also being aware that it's about unity. It is. It's not about being divided and separated, okay? Because for me, divide and separate, that's happened all over the planet, it has. It's happened in all families, generational, it has. And obviously, it's how I look at it is through experiences, it is, but it's about really waking up and reconnecting all your fragmented fragmentations back into one, in a sense, in the physical down here, your energy down here in your physical being, okay, but in actual fact we're connected in so many different ways because we're actually multidimensional, we really are. And the proof in the pudding is the more that you do your inner work, the more you're going to feel it and you're going to know it, and you're going to have remembrances, you're going to have reconnections, you're going to be connected with your teams, okay, because we've all got teams, and that's it. What's so important for everybody right now is how much everybody, in a sense, has been, not just now, but it's been going on for centuries, okay. It is, in a sense, where we're rebalancing and harmonizing, we're bringing harmony and unity back on to Mother Earth, and we are. And if somebody turn around and says, you know, to you, you know, you don't know what you're talking about, you're mad, or this, that, and the other. Trust me, you're not mad. Okay. When you're feeling out of sorts of yourself, there will always be a reason, and it will be very true. It will. And there is help out there. But right now, the most important thing for everyone, and a lot are doing it, okay, is basically getting to know thy energy and working with thy energy and reconnecting, reuniting, and literally expanding divine source and creation of love. It is. Really, we're in for some exciting times. As much as whatever's going on out there, we are really in for amazing reveals, okay, that can be harmonized and rebalanced, okay. And this is about trusting, you know, your inner. It is listening within. It is knowing when your gut feeling is telling you something and following it through, and then you're pleasantly surprised, and it's synchronicity, things falling into place, because really it is a wondrous world. It is. It's just really raising your vibrations in one aspect, but being grounded and just really doing what we're here to do, because we've all got on a purpose and a mission. We are. And the fact is, it's literally about love. It is. It's about eternal love. It is. And it's about knowing that you love and feeling that you love and being the love. It is. You will come across different characters, in a sense, personalities on your path, and there will always be a reason. There will. Some will understand it, some will not understand it. They're not ready. But right now, there will always be a time when somebody, you know, one little light bulb suddenly comes on, okay, and gets back on their path. But the more I want to say, the new generations that are coming onto the airplane, we're actually here to actually pave the way, the same as with our ancestors, the ones that work with their energies, okay, we're paving the way for us. Okay, there's a much bigger plan going on, much bigger. It's been going on for eons. It has. And yes, we've been in a bit of a recycling bin. We have. We've definitely been in a recycling bin going back eons. We have. But this is a very, very powerful time. It is for all. But this is about you really, you know, working and releasing and harmonizing your energy and trusting who you are, because when you have dreams, when you have instincts, when your intuition is telling you something and you follow it through, that is more evidence for you of who you are. Okay, but when you're actually feeling who you are, okay, it is the most powerful, beautiful, divine, you know, love that just expands out. It does, and it really does. And the more you expand out, in all fairness, sometimes you'll trigger off people you because they're literally not on the in the awareness of what you are, because everybody's at different stages. But all it means, okay, is that either that person can take it on board, there's something not right, obviously there's something not right, to look within and start, you know, or go wherever to get the help. Okay, but this is right now so important for all complementary, all alternative. You're all gifted, very truly gifted, but it really is time to know thyself. It really is time not to be any more lazy. Okay, so we've all done it. Okay, everyone's been lazy. Okay, and it's like out of sort of like what do I want to say, restrictions, people have started to reconnect in such amazing ways. But the fact is, some of them are sort of stuck. They are. Some of them are just really working and flowing and clearing. Okay. And a lot of it can be to do with ego. Okay, because ego in actual fact, it can, in one sense, it can try and protect you, it can, but in another sense, it can hinder you. And this is about harmonizing your ego aspect as well, because there's thousands of ego aspects there is. But the more and more that you really start to work with the elements as well, the more that you really embrace who you are and embrace your gifts, okay, and love yourself and heal yourself within, the more your unity in a sense is going to expand out. It is infinity. It is really, really going to, you know, it's really starting to come out. It really, really is. But it's about also the words, because you've got words that are low vibration, okay, and you've got words that literally raise your vibration, and it's understanding what is true for you, and the way that you can, you know, you can sort of like test it, I suppose, is like by saying certain words. If you start being abusive and swearing, then that's lowering your energy. If you're being, you know, saying loving words, okay, to yourself, like for instance, like profound gratitude or ingratitude, okay, then technically for me personally, when I say ingratitude, I actually feel a beautiful tingling going through my body. I do. Also, it's about also understanding how self-value and self-worth, having boundaries up. You know, we really are at universal school. We are. But the fact is, it's like you will get challenges that come on your path that will try and block you. And it's literally, as I say, it's either you go under it, you go over it, go through it, or you blast it completely out of the way. You just literally harmonize the energy field, okay? But this is something that each individual person within can do, but you have to really work with yourself and go and do your meditations, go and do whatever you're pulled to, you know, swimming, tai chi, qigong, whatever, okay? Because it's about understanding, and I'm saying understanding or inner standing, okay? And it's we cancel clear understanding because it means under, okay? We don't want that. We want inner, because we want balance. We want I am presence within. We want to be grounded in onto the magnetic field, okay? And we want to feel our energy. We want to feel our essence. We do. We want to be our essence. We want to expand our essence. We do. Because that is where we're uniting each individual person. And I'm saying person because we're sovereign beings having a human experience, and I'm saying person in the sense of, like, you know, the physical vessel, okay? But in actual fact, our energy is expanding out, okay? And that's what we're doing. We're just a spark of divinity. Each individual one of us is a spark. We are a beautiful, beautiful spark of divinity. And it's just about sort of like polishing it up, the spark in a sense, or a star, and just polishing it up and just vibrating out. It is. But we need, in a sense, to sort of like really, you know that and feel that, you know, our heart, and I'm not just talking about the physical heart, I'm talking about our heart chakra point, okay? Because the more and more that we're sort of like, I want to say healing it, the more and more the energy is flowing, and it's like an electric little mini voltage is going round. That's the best way I can say it for this realm, okay? You can imagine, in a sense, I'll try and draw it as best as I can for you. It's literally, I'm going to say that's your heart, okay? That's a wheel, okay? And it's just like the electrons. It's like an atom. What it is, an atom. It's going round and round and round and round. And it basically, it's about untangling all of the heartaches, all of the stuff that we experience on a low level, all the disappointments, okay, all the disillusionments, all of it. And it's literally harmonizing it and neutralizing and harmonizing to where it's all flowing and it's working like a wheel. Okay, if you can imagine like a beautiful radiant clock, in a sense, not with numbers, but you've got like fields just going around different colours, like violet, orange, blue, and it's all just working and flowing. It is. Um, and that will your heart, because it's all your heart chakra is linked to all different other chakra points, because the fact is you've got energy fields you have, and they are energy fields within your physical that expands out. Okay, if you actually, unless you're sort of like at that point of when you look at someone, you will see their field. You will see where there's something is stuck and it needs to get untangled. Okay, you will know how to literally help them and assist them and clear whatever. You will know if they've got attachments with them, parasites, entities, whatever. Okay, you will know. You'll have an awareness of what to do, how to clear it. Okay, and harmonize your that individual's persons where they're actually processing stuff in and clearing out what they need to clear out in their field. Okay, so that they can become the true divine energy, essence that they really are, and having a beautiful, and I'm actually saying a beautiful existence in a sense, or experience on the earth realm. Okay, because we all have come here to do many different things in many different ways, but it all comes back to one. It comes back to oneness. It comes back to wholeness. Okay, at the end of the day, it's all experiences that we whether some people want to believe it or not, we chose them. Okay, or we thought about it and then created it without even realising we thought about it and created it. If that makes any sense. It's like that moment of like when you when you have a choice and suddenly you realise, okay, yeah, that aha moment. And that is also one aspect of really, you're getting to know your energy by your thoughts. You are. When you think something and it unfolds in front of you. Okay, this is about connecting it all up, connecting your energy, flowing it, harmonizing it. So you're fine tuning yourself. You're fine tuning your energy. Okay, to the point of like when you can just hold up your hands and you can feel the energy coming out, and it's just literally coming out. It is. I mean, what I would suggest that everyone does, well, try. It's up to you if you want to, you don't, but from divine source, divine love, from my heart to your heart, close your eyes and see and feel. Close your eyes, you may just be pleasantly surprised, but feel, just breathe in. And that is divine. That's love. That's who we are. And it's just literally about just being divine love, happiness, joy, no worry. You're flowing, you're feeling it within your heart, you're feeling it within your being. We've all, with due respect, okay, chosen to come, okay? Originally, when we chose to come down here, okay, we got a little bit, I don't know, maybe we misunderstood the experiences. I have no idea, okay? And I'm actually saying that because I'm doing so much work on myself, because the more work you do on yourself, the more you will clear and neutralize and harmonize your energy and go back to the point, of pre-creation in a sense, you will. But for me, presently, right moment, at this present moment in time, I know, okay, that I've had many incarnations, okay. Have some that remembrance. I know, I can feel, I can see, and I can hear. And that doesn't make me any better than anyone else, because I can fully assure you, okay, on my path, I've had countless and countless and countless challenges, okay. Countless, okay. And at the end of the day, it's how, at the time when I was going through certain things, I didn't understand it. I opened up over 7 days. I had the experience with a person when, I, in a sense, nearly got murdered. I didn't know. Next minute, that person, what was it? Tried to, it was an attempted murder, and it was, okay, towards me. And the fact is, they tried to break my neck. They did. There was no one else in the flat at the time, and the person's hand was literally, they had it round that and it pulled away, and there was nobody there. Nobody there. And I remember going down, like dropping onto my knees. I remember the breathing. I remember I was like literally losing consciousness, but I came back. I did. I remember standing up. I remember going out onto the balcony and seeing this person go. But I knew that was a life-changing moment. All the authorities were called, whatever. But the fact is, I was in an abusive relationship. I was. But over the next 7 days, where I ended up, I opened up like a Christmas tree. My main guide came through, Leo too. I thought I was going mad, but the things that he was showing me was absolutely out of this world. I was up in the universe. I saw literally an atom, and it just exploded. What he said to me has been very, very true. And it's even, he wrote a book, 379 BC, but the book's there. It's there, so. And everything he was in a sense, he came on my path at that right moment, that right time over those 7 days. What I experienced, I could feel, I could hear, I could see. It was like being in the film Ghost, Whoopi Goldberg. It was just like that. I was seeing spirits walk out, down the street. I was seeing spirits walk out the walls, where I was actually ended up staying at that precise moment in time. People that were coming into the relative's house, I could see spirits walking behind them. I was giving them readings, and it was so. It was. It was, it was like a fast track over 7 days. It was healing. I was opening up like a Christmas tree, could put my hands on anyone, and that was it. And that was just the beginning. And that was just the beginning. But what I will actually say to you, that was one aspect, that the person that actually did what they did to me, they had a major attachment with them. They were very dark. They were. But the fact is, at the end of the day, when they was a child, they lost their mum at 9 weeks old. They did, and this other lady brought them up. And they were coming from a very dark place, that lady was, and made them read a certain Maccabee Bible, I think it was called. And that's how they got that person. And they ended up in a very, very dark place and caused a lot of suffering to many, many, many people. And that was not their intention deep down. That wasn't, but that's how, with whatever, in a sense, they was like possessed. They were. And their journey on this plane ended a couple of years ago. They ended up wandering in between worlds. They did. And there came a point one day when it was highlighted to me, and then the messages were given and received, and they got help to go over to the other side, and they actually reunited with their mum. And on the physical sense, they were unaware it was kept from them that their mum had passed when they were 9 weeks old. And now they're over in the highest realms and they're doing a lot of good. And that is very, very true. Very true. And there's many out there that people have had their energies interfered with. Okay? So this is going to really come out to be more aware out there. Quite big. Quite big. It is. There's been a lot out there that have not had the right help. They haven't. Don't get me wrong, you've got some religions out there that have got, you know, people in place that know how to work with images, okay, and know how to assist and help, okay, and clear and neutralise. This is vast, much bigger than what we're aware of, if that makes any sense. But all I can actually say to you, this is a very true and authentic what I'm telling you, it is so. I have seen many and witnessed many, many things. And I do see attachments with people. I do. And I've cleared many, not just me. I am just the vessel. Okay. It is my team. Okay. My team. It is, which every individual person on this earth plane has teams. You know, you have the highest, you have the lowest. It's whatever you are at that precise moment in time. Okay. So right now, game on. It is, and it is game on. No more. Because the fact is we're here to assist and support. Okay, and the foulest thing it is, and the razoring, and they're grounded into Mother Earth. And the earth angels are here. We're here. We're all here. We are. And trust me, we're doing what we're here to do. We are. So it is time to really know, okay, all of this that's happening, fear, okay, that's energy, and there's many different forms of fear, okay, and now that is all tumbling down, it's all collapsing, it is, because it's about being courageous, it is, it's about, being true to who you really are, okay, because we've got many choices that are coming in, we've always got choices, but we've got many choices that are literally, it's time to get on that train. And it is time to get on the train, it is. But also the help is there, the healers are there. I'm calling you healers. At the end of the day, it's just working with our divine energy and just harmonizing and unity and coming together. It is. And dismantling all that nonsense. And I'm saying nonsense because it's just, at the end of the day, it's interference. Absolute interference. It is. For each experience, the more wiser you become. And with that wisdom, you'll manifest what you need to manifest with divinity. Because you are divinity. We all are divinity. We are. And it's not for us to judge. I'm not judging anyone. I'm not. If anyone wants to judge me, walk in my shoes. Because you can't judge me. You can use your mouth if you want to be negative. That's your choice, your free will. But it'll only transmute. It will. It will just transmute and pull to the wayside. It will. Because this is about being who you really are. We've all got opportunities. Each moment we have an opportunity, many possibilities. We do. It's how we choose to use it and work with it. It is. You have many tools, and I'm saying tools and gifts, okay? It's about working, you know, in divine love also. Because this is about the balance of the masculine and the feminine. This is about literally harmonizing it all, being in your own presence, being at one with yourself, and just vibrating. It is. You know, when someone's low and whatever, you just check in. You do. You just check in, and if you can help, you can help. You can. But that's if they want the help. Because it's free will, free choice. And it is with permission. It is. Always with permission. And this is about really rolling up your sleeves, knuckling down, and really getting on with the work we're here to do. It is. But also, all of the years with alternative therapists, and I'm an alternative therapist, I'm a complementary therapist, okay? I have many tools, many abilities. I do. And that is because I work with my energy and because I'm clearing it. Okay, I'm neutralizing, I'm harmonizing it. These are just words because I'm just flowing. I am just flowing. And at the end of the day, you know, this is about also, you know how you sort of like engage in a sense in each individual's life. You do. Oh, there's a reason for everything. There is a reason. But also remember that we're projectors as well. We are. And sometimes it can be our stuff or it can be another person's stuff. I will be what you want me to be. Okay? Because the fact is, at the end of the day, I know who I am in my heart. I know my abilities, I know my gifts, and I know, and there's more gifts, okay? Because we have so many possibilities within us. It's absolutely vast. It is. And it's about shining the beacon of light, just being that beacon of light of divinity. It is. And knowing and feeling who you really are, the love, divine, full stop. It is. But it will be each individual's person's moment, I want to say, moment to moment. It is. You know, the past has gone in one aspect, but has it really? Could this be a different timeline? It could. It's about having a good old sweet puppy. It's a good old, oh, cleanse, complete cleanse. And listening to your teams and working with your teams. Oh, we're off on another job. But this is, it's about self-healing in one aspect and self-loving and literally, exploring you know, being joyful, being playful, be the child that you are within. It is. But also being aware of what is really going on. And, you know, literally protecting yourself and absolutely protecting yourself in different ways. Okay? Because the more that you're getting to really know and clear out what needs to be cleared out, and you're absolutely flowing, okay, the more your energy is expanding, the higher your vibration is rising up, your frequency is getting, you know, stronger and stronger. You've got new frequencies coming in. You have, I mean, you know, if you really knew who you are, by Jove, you'd be absolutely completely amazed in this level, on this level, 3D level, because I'm calling it 3D level, okay? All right, that's what I'm saying. Because, you know, to comprehend it in your brain, you know, it's a bit of a, you know, it's challenging, because you've got to really understand and be aware, not understand, cancel, clear to that, be aware to harmonize. It's time to harmonize. It's just time to harmonize. It is. And it's time to really, you know, seek out that, you know, the authentic, okay, the authentic. And it's about learning to work equal balance. It is, in so many different ways. It is. But there will always be a way for everyone. When you get to that point, you know, suddenly, you know, someone will appear on your path that will point you in the right direction, give you the right words of wisdom, okay? Shine that beacon, let you know that you're not alone, you know, but you have to want to do it. Okay, you have to. It's time to stop being lazy, because at the end of the day, every time we work on like clients, okay, we have to be clear. We have to be clear, okay, because that client could have attachments with them, whatever. Okay, we have to be so clear that we can clear that client. Okay, we can harmonize and we can neutralize whatever energy is going on there, reconnect them back, okay, so they feel who they are. Because when you put your hands on, you're working with a client, they will come out of that room feeling so much more. They can be completely shocked, completely amazed, but shocked in like, wow, what was that? And that's a question. That's the light bulb coming on. That feeling. Wow. Wow. I want some more of that. Well, that is you. That wow is you. I'm not talking about us as a therapist, clients, or, you know, I'm talking about literally the client when they have that wow moment, when they have that they feel, they feel divine, they feel the love, and the love is them, because that's a spark connecting with Creator, with God, universe. That is part of who they are, and you will want more. Don't get me wrong, you will go through challenges, but it's how you go through the challenges, how you learn to maneuver, how you learn to release and feel. Because the more denser that you are, the more you've got to clear out, in a sense. But this is the thing. For instance, if you are literally knuckling down and doing the work on yourself, okay, it will actually ripple out back generationals, okay, ancestors, but also future. So in a sense, you're the conduit, in a sense, where you're actually clearing the field, going backwards and going forwards. So you're helping your future generations, and you're actually your ancestors. because we're on different timelines. And that's the truth. And remember, we've had many incarnations. So I'm going to love and leave you on that one. If anyone wants a private one-to-one, then you know, either email me on oneness888@protonmail.com, or go onto the website oneness-888.com. I'll be doing some more lives. I will. Nobody is alone. Nobody. And nobody is any lower or any higher than another. We are all unique. But it's time. And it's good. It's good. It's good because the more and more that we're, clearing, reuniting, and literally unifying as one, the more experiences you're going to be experiencing, that's going to be like, hey, oh, yeah. But you're manifesting it onto the earth plane and you're actually helping. And you're helping humanity. Humanity. So from my heart to your heart, namaste. Have a wonderful, 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 weekend. Because this is, I think, the 8th or the 9th it is. February. Just go with the flow. If you've got any questions, then I will be doing live shortly, in a sense where, people can come on. They will. And I will be doing, booking some Zooms. I'll do some Zooms as well. Where you can actually ask questions. Okay. So namaste to all.